Hey everybody, I hope you're all well. Thanks everybody anyway, because we've got now, I'm past 2,000 subscribers. I mean, to me it's a big milestone. I mean, to other people they might think, oh, it's either in a day when they've got hundreds of thousands, but it's a big thing to me. So thought I'd just wrap up a bit of video in workshop, a few bits to catch up, a few bits to pass on to you regarding running them and etc. So there's a few bits of little interesting details. Now I'm going to NEC next Friday. Now I'll be walking about. If you want to have a chat with me, if you catch me or see me, I feel welcome to speak. It's not a problem with me. So, but I thought I'd just do a video thanking you all for, like I said, subscribers, because we're getting somewhere now. I mean, I don't really understand how to monetize it all yet, or whatever is going to happen at it, or stuff like that. But it's more about putting information in your heads and stuff like that, and about keeping classics going. So I'm going to have a walk around the shop with you anyway. I'm going to show you a few bits, because I mean, they're getting on now, these cars, as I keep saying, and if you're into this older end stuff and you want to keep them on road, there's a few pointers that might be useful for you. So here we go, let's go. I'll show you a few bits. I've been on this Healy and I've obviously had to do a gap, so as you can see on these I've dropped some rods in edge just to put line in. Same here. I tried to reduce do it over here on this side to get something like a gap. Yeah, I've still got some spacing out to do, but we're not bad now. We're getting something like pretty normally sort of gaps on it. But they were shocking before, but now, I mean, as you can see with both doors, I've had to replace bottom. But winning with this one now, I mean, it's all its fabbing's done. So it's just a case of getting it painted. Whether I'm on about getting a pull-out bulb, like whether that ever happens or what, it might be another matter, or whether I just take them over to my mates. But going on to this FB, I mean, you'll be quite interested in this. I mean, this was old sill I pulled off. As you can see, it was well past its sell-by date, and it was full of flaky corrosion, but I'll show you around these bits because we had a couple of little issues, like in this corner here and floor here. So that reflected down onto inner sill. I mean, it's got a good inner sill on it, but when we got to jacking point here, we got problem. This were all short, all its mounting, so there's been a new piece put in here, and this is important. Also, I've rebuilt this bottom arch here. Because, that's what I've done with the whole piece. Right here. So I mean, that's what we had. So and now that's what we've ended up with. But it needed doing. You couldn't just leave it at that. You could have filled it up. I mean, to get my template, I mean, I just made a paper template. Well, I made it out of masking tape, a couple of laminations, and then obviously it's ended up with like a new inner here. It's got a new inner arch in here. We've had to repair it back at sill here and repair it bottom at inner arch here. But stuff like that is very important, because now I'm going on to this jacking point here. I mean, obviously I have a lot to cut out of the jacking point. I know you're thinking, well, that looks rusty, but it's solid. It's a solid bit. It's a heavy gauge bit of steel. I mean, this needs rectifying, and I need a couple of bearers in to catch jack. But on inside there's like a cut plate here, and now, well, you can see it. I'll bring the light up a bit. And what that does, it like the cut plate goes out top. I'll have to put another brace in first for jack, and then I'll make that plate. Then the floor's replaced again. Now you're probably all looking at this floor and thinking, oh my god, but this sort of stuff an average sort of guy could tackle. Because what this needs is a good wire brush off, you know, to agitate it all, get it all going. Then it wants an acid and a good clean down, and it's sorted. It is not the end of the world. So when you see something like this, don't start thinking, oh my god, you know. You're better seeing something like this, realising what you're up against, than actually seeing a new set of carpets. Because when you've got a new set of carpets, you've just got a new set of carpets, end of. That's all you see. But as you can see, these bits, I mean, I'll show you an update on that, because this side, that one there, resemble that. But now that's all put right. Strength here. I've got a bit of a chassis rail to make for this, because it's acceptable, I would say, but to be honest, the guy wants to use the car, so I'm gonna make it a little bit better. I mean, coming on over to engine bay on it, I mean, it runs lovely, this car. We've got a new head gasket for it, because bear in mind it's a 63, so it's 61-year-old, so it'll need it. And like under the bonnet here, there's no paint going on, nothing, it's just out stopping, but it'll just be lanny guarded up, because that's your friend. Same under the bonnet, it'll stop all these little bits of surface rust and everything that's on. New hoses, obviously points, condenser, etc. And he should be fine with it, so long as he's not driving it like a boy racer. You know, and all these bits, they've all been cleaned down, everything's that needle going round it. And all, by the time it's lanny guarded up, you'll not even think it's the same car. I mean, obviously, there'll be preparation, there'll be paint coverage, and then it'll get undersealed and everything. It'll get shiltsed up, and then it'll all be ready for its lanny guard. But I just thought I'd show you this, because as I keep going on about driving them and using them, and you've got to bear in mind, like, this car is a 63, so it's 61-year-old, like I've just said to you. It's got a lovely interior. It's just having some new cards put into the door cards, the actual material sound. It's just disappeared. All the hardboard's disappeared. So it's got a gorgeous headlining. I've shown you that before. It's having a new set of carpets, and he should be merry on his way. But these areas, what I'm showing you, they need sorting. And so long as he keeps it up with his lanny guard and stuff like that, he'll be sound. I mean, obviously, all this area will be painted, and all inside doors before it goes for paint. I mean, there's a few little pieces like this, but once I've done that chassis rail underneath, I mean, that chassis rail's not a walking park for likes of yourself, but I'm just pointing you where, well, like I've always said, all that glitters is not always gold. Well, this car will be nice when it's done, but it'll be a perfectly usable car, but he'll have to keep up on his maintenance, and he'll have to keep it well lanny guarded if he's using it, because the 61-year-old, you know what I mean? There's corrosion in them, but if you keep it at bay, that's exactly where it'll stop. And if he keeps a maintenance schedule on it, it should be fine. So that's a bit of something for you, a few bits in workshop. I mentioned, as I've said to you earlier, I am going to NEC, so if any of you want to have a chat with me, see me walking around, feel free, it's not a problem. And I'll catch you all later. And thanks ever so much again for subscriptions, people who subscribe, because obviously, like, we've gone over 2,000, and it'd be nice to keep going, but let's see what happens. And give us a like for that video if you like it. And also, pass a comment if you want to hear it. I mean, there's a few little bits going on Zodiac, but I'm trying to knock these over out of the way and then focus big on Zodiac, because I'm going to show you what serious corrosion can cause, because you can rectify it, but believe you me, it's fun and game. So thanks everybody, bit of a chat for you, take care, and bye for now.